Hey all, I am prepping for tomorrow, and it's weird because this is an unusual haul. They provide sound and lighting. You're supposed to plug into their multi-zone system there, and they've got a light show that's their shtick there. It's not what I want to do, but it's what they do with this haul. However, because I want to be prepared just in case, I have to get a lot of things ready that I probably don't need. I'll give you an example. I had to cannibalize my club rack to put together a mobile rack. The reason being is I'm disabled. I've got special needs on certain things. So I try to incorporate everything into a rack. I have a mixer rack that incorporates things like a wireless microphone and a DBX Go rack because the mixer I'm using only has one mic input. I run that through the auxiliary. Anyway, I was supposed to get a replacement mixer because I did blow the mixer up, but I didn't. So I probably don't need wireless microphones at this event because the hall's supposed to provide them with their AV tech. But just in case, I had to tear apart the club rack to build this other rack that I haven't gotten the replacement mixer for that I was supposed to get. Now, I can run this rack until next week, Wednesday. Although I don't even need it next week Wednesday. I'm actually going to switch the rack back to the club rack for this gig I have Wednesday. I've got two mobiles. They're in a row and they're in the same place on Wednesday. And I'm not going to need a wireless microphone at this event. Then I have a club gig on Friday. I'm not going to need a wireless mic, and I need my club rack. But then I got to switch it back around for next Saturday because I do have a mobile where I do need a wireless microphone. It's just a lot of stuff to think about. So I didn't really have to do it for tomorrow, but I should just in case I need a wireless. I probably don't need speakers, but they're loaded. Just in case. And I'll use them Wednesday, and I'll use them next Saturday. So they'll stay in the truck. I don't need lighting, but I'm charging it just in case something weird happens. I need lighting. I'm being a Boy Scout on this stuff. And I don't miss this. It would have been so much easier, I think, if I had gotten my replacement mixer that I was supposed to get. But I have not gotten it, and I'm not going to hold my breath to get it. So I'm going to have to do this back and forth thing until I go ahead and decide what mixer I want to buy to replace the one that broke. It's going to be an interesting gig tomorrow. So you're going to want to see this gig log. It's goofy. I have spent so much time in prep for this gig, more time than I think I've spent for any gig that I've done in the last several years because it's so convoluted and it's so detailed, and they've got things in such a strange order. And the hall has this whole shtick they want to do with a grand reveal. You'll see. You'll see it in the gig log tomorrow or whenever I happen to post it. I've got a big one coming up next Saturday, too. It's a lot of gear and it's a lot of stuff, but it's not nearly as bad on the prep. In fact, I have the timeline done. All I have to do is grab a few songs. The timeline on this one took so long to finalize because I had to coordinate with so many different vendors. Yeah, mobile time. Mobile time. The club, I just really enjoy the club because it's just so streamlined and simple, and the load is super easy. Then there's mobile. And like I said, even if you don't need it, I'm just bringing it. This is a very throwaway vlog, by the way. I'm just posting it because it's something I'm thinking about. Oh yeah, in the meantime, Art is texting me because he's doing a back-end gig, I guess tomorrow, for somebody who's coming in to DJ from out of town. Big, I think it's an Indian wedding. And he needs controllers, and I've got some older stuff that I've set out back here for him that he can play around with if he wants to. I don't have time to update firmware or test them or anything else. That's kind of on him. It's a last minute thing. So yeah, they're there for him when he comes, whenever he comes. He knows he can just come in. Blanca just lets him in and gets whatever he wants. But so I had to stop to do that, which wasn't a big deal. I knew everything was. Yeah, it's all in the prep, folks. I mean, if you are just getting into mobiles, I want to just tell you this right now. They've gotten much harder than they used to be. They used to be pretty simple, but now they're convoluted and they're difficult, and the clients demand a lot of us. And, the gigs themselves for me are incredibly easy. Playing music for a wide variety of people and motivate them and get them moving around is relatively easy, as long as I don't have a big extensive do not playlist of all the songs that would work for, a mixed crowd. I can pull it off. The hard part is dinner and ceremony and organizing amateurs to do amazing things. A lot of pageantry. It's almost like all of a sudden we're in England. We do all this pageantry stuff, which we're not about pageantry so much. But anyway, organizing is tough. The reception itself, easy. And that's why I got into DJing weddings, because I like to DJ wedding receptions. I don't like organizing dinner pageantry. I'm not into that. I'm not into ceremony pageantry. I'm into playing music for a variety of people. That's what I enjoy. But doing the dinner and the ceremony and all that, those are things that I feel like that I have to do so I can do the thing I want to do and enjoy doing and feel like I excel at. So anyway, I just got another one too, last minute, coming up in mid-October. So I have to get on that, but they're going to have to wait because I have to finalize next week's gig on, sometime next week. I've got the timeline done. I just have to get everything organized. I've got to do that. Plus I've got those 2 events midweek. I've got the club on Friday. So I've got a lot going on. And then the following week, I got to talk to the clients about the second week of October. I'm doing an event. I think it's on the 6th or something like that. Maybe the 7th. It's the 6th. I think it's a Friday. I've got to get that organized. So the 21st is going to have to wait because I'm busy. I've got a lot going on. Again, it's all in the prep, guys. So just keep that in mind, those of you getting into this. It's not just people dancing on speakers, the kind of stuff other people show you. I'm showing you the ugly. I'll show you the ugly. I'll always show you the ugly part. Not just the hero stuff. You get the ugly part with me too. This is one of those videos where I'm showing you some ugly. We'll see you soon. Thanks for watching. Practice and enjoy.